One of the most important things that you could ever go over is the best schools. But some people decide to homeschool. So today, I want to give you some interesting tidbits on homeschooling in Omaha. Everybody, this is Jill Wilson with Academy Realty Group, Nebraska Realty, right here in Omaha, Nebraska. If this is your first time to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, tap that little bell if you want all the new videos, if you're interested in eating, sleeping, living, and the education here in Omaha. Honestly, we have so many people calling us every week to find out more information. And this right here is a topic that's come up, education. I answered so many questions just last week on this. So make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We've got your back when moving to Omaha. So there's something that's near and dear to my heart, and I'm going to talk to you about that today. Homeschool. Some parents are moving to this area and they want education, which is really dear to my heart because I'm a mom myself. So some people decide that they want to have private school, public school, and others decide homeschool. One of the biggest important items is, what does the state rules about homeschool and what's the community like? Right now we're going to go over the community. I believe that it's very important to have people who embrace you and that they help you wherever you are. There's a Facebook group called Homeschoolers of Omaha Metro for everyone. I've been in the group and it's very nice. It lets you know of things that are coming up. It lets you interact with people. There's so many people that I've had a question. I'm like, hey, what about this? And they are so helpful. There's also homeschool field days that come up. And there's a few other Facebook groups in the area. Once you get here, you can also just call me about them and we can talk about them just on a personal basis. Another one that I love is OmahaHomeschool.com. This is a co-op that no matter if you have a preschool or a high school child, you have options. So they can be in drama, play, taekwondo, cooking, hammers and nails, escape room, biology, different math classes, engineering. It's been awesome seeing my own kids in this group this year, and they have enjoyed taekwondo and engineering and the escape room. They learned last year Wild West, and now they're in Wonders of the World. There are so many different options for you. You can take Spanish, you can take a foreign language, that you can join this group and you pay per class, but you get a pick and they go from room to room as if they were, middle school, high school. They just change on the period. It's one day a week. It's Wednesdays. Again, it's OmahaHomeschool.com. I know I've personally used this and I have really enjoyed it. We decided to take a year of homeschool personally, and that's why I learned about it, and I can vouch for it that it's been really fun for my family. Another thing about the homeschool community is there's this thing that we use is Vallis, which is an orchard here in Gretna, which is a suburb of Omaha. And there's many times we have field trips there. They take Omaha Henry Dorley Zoo field trips, and then the Jocelyn Museum and other museums around the area. There's also a Steward Museum that is in Grand Island that taught the pioneer life. There's a little park there, houses, blacksmith, other different stores, and you get to go in and see the textile and teach your kids a different way of life that the pioneers did. It's in Grand Island, 2 hours away. In Lincoln, there is the History Museum, which is part of UNL. Also at the UNO, there's a planetarium that you can go see the stars and have field trips there. So a lot of the businesses and organizations, nonprofits, are geared to having field trips. And there's so many different moms and dads who want to group up and have a field trip with the homeschool. So the community is wonderful. It's very helpful. There's also some trading books. There's a free exchange. So you can sell your first graders reading, and then you can change it over for your high schooler science. There's a lot of involvement here, and the group is very active for new beginners and people who have been advanced or they've been doing homeschool in their home for a while. There's different groups. There's classical conversation, there's gather around, there's a Becca, there's a whole bunch of different groups. If you have a certain kind of homeschooling curriculum you like to follow, there's little groups around here in Omaha, and they welcome you. So one of those things is we just start with HOME, HOME, Homeschoolers of Omaha Metro for Everyone is a great resource to start with. Also, HLSDA.com is where you can find the state of Nebraska and see what the requirements are for homeschooling. I know that we had to register by July 15th, and then they give you a document that they say go ahead and start, and they'll send you a document the first year. The first year they ask for a little bit more transcripts, but the second year it's really easy to enroll. One of the other options is there's a public school hybrid that's called the Omaha Public School Virtual School, where they teach you at home, you come into school a couple days a week, and it's a hybrid. So there's many options here there's many options. There's career-based. Even if you're in a school program, you also can do a half day. It's your rights to, let's say that you want math and English and science to be taught to your kid, and then you want to teach them social studies, art, music. You can actually do a hybrid with a dual enrollment. There's also taekwondo classes and other martial arts that have homeschool programs throughout the day. The YMCA, Kroc Center, they have different things that come with activities during the day for homeschoolers. Make sure you check out the zoo, the YMCA, the Kroc Center, different things for the ones that you like. Jocelyn Art Museum is a great place if you want to see art, homeschool curriculum, and things like that. We also have Omaha Children's Museum, which is a very interactive place for children, and it's starting, preschool, kindergarten, the elementary grades will have a lot of fun learning by education with their play. So here are some links that I'd like you to look at. Some of the links that we went over today: OmahaHomeschool.com. This is where you enroll, and they're 12-week programs. Then, like I said, there's things from engineering to taekwondo, math, science, home cooking. So many options at OmahaHomeschool.com. The Facebook group is HOME, HOME, Homeschoolers of Omaha Metro for Everyone. Of course, if you want to familiarize yourself with what Nebraska requires for homeschooling, you can go to HLSDA.com. Right here are the links. Following those links for the beginning of your search, I'm also giving you some places like the Henry Doorly Zoo, Jocelyn Art Museum, UNL, which has the Natural History Museum, UNO, which is in Omaha. So UNL is in Lincoln, UNO is in Omaha, and this is the planetarium. Here's the link for that. Here's the Steward Museum, which is in Grand Island. I also want to put in, with the Henry Doorly Zoo, we have the Wildlife Safari. I've given you plenty of options to start your search here. I'm totally comfortable with answering some questions, helping you to be a guide along the way. So give me a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and I'll help you get started and help you with if you're looking at relocating here or just coming here to visit to see if you like the area, call me, shoot me a text, and I'll help you when you're moving to Omaha.